Hello everyone, Scoops here. Welcome back to some more Tangle Tower. We find ourselves in the aviary. We just talked to Penny. I have a theory. I think she trained one of the birds to kill Freya. Just saying. It's a guess. Probably a wrong one. I'm not digging into it just yet. But the goal for today is to go through and kind of go through all the rest of these places to hopefully have like a good solid picture, get all the information and start to actually disseminate it. So it's going to be a lot of just learning. We are in Penny's room. A very
That's
sad
some
flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
Absolutely. Brightly colored flower with an unusual shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It's also an unusual blue color, which would make sense. She's engaged to Fitz, who's the gardener, and there's just a bunch of weird blue soil everywhere. This tree's coming in from outside. I just kind of clued in on.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Ugh, angry birds.
They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
So rude. Swap the positions of the 7 birds. Oh, this is looking like, hold on, family tree style thing. I'm gonna guess each one of these represents somebody?
Just gonna rest my brain.
Maybe? Hold on, let's take a look-see. Did I not have... Miles open letter. It's all that somewhere. I guess it's back in the main area. Let's do that. Let's go down and see if we can find anything. Because that is really what it looks like.
What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
Okay. There's definitely some colors here. I'm gonna take a picture again. Very unscientific and very not in the spirit of things. God, my phone is slow. Okay. Take a look at that. Let's go back up. Back up to Penny's room. Must explode.
It's a birdhouse.
Like, these colors don't look super familiar. No, there's no, like, there is a yellow. Yellow, blue. No brown, though.
Ever get
Got
the
a head?
feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence.
Anything else?
That bed. It's like,
Does it feel warm over here?
no, you're right. Maybe the bed
It's not coming from the bed. It's coming from the wall.
Oh, what? Okay, wait, where's this next to? Somewhere over here? Interesting. Heat coming from the wall. And definitely there's a space here where apparently we can't get into. Thing. Alright, let's go exploring a bit more. This is, I think, where the, they did their experiment. Library. Okay, let's take a look first.
looks about
These books are ancient. I think they'd crumble into dust.
good excuse.
Thanks.
Oh, interesting.
Is that a snow?
Of sorts.
Look at it. The Tangle Tower.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing souvenir.
Fair enough. Is there anything
Hey,
else
it's a
though?
model
Yeah.
That would make an
Interesting. Beautiful.
It's an illustrated
Ooh.
book about birds.
An achievement. Finding the snow globe.
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was left open for us to find.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
Okay. The ink dip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan, even among avian mystids. Mystids. That. Never heard of that. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and the ink dip lives most of its life alone. It has a particular feeding habits and usually only eats the seeds of the Tantum amica. Pictured this stuff right here. Is that the flower that was in Penny's room? Maybe. That's the wrong button. Okay. Okay, that just goes back through all that.
Real samples.
Sure, why not build a
The
sign?
search for new knowledge. The archiving of old. It's downright poetic.
Absolutely. Okay, let's say hi.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
Excuse
referring
me.
to
Taking all
us?
the environmental factors into account, there must be something I am still missing.
May I talk to you, miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me,
Oh no? How come?
because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
A
Not true. It's been
hypothesis
like an hour.
about the murder?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist, inventor, innovator.
Ooh. Tell me about yourself,
You will
Fifi.
need to be more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Fair point.
Well,
It's a fair
first of
point.
all, you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Everyone is capable
Fifi, you
for
said you
murder.
were a micro something or other.
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that
Ooh,
thing on your
like
head?
the little one I have.
Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing.
All right. What about
What
yesterday?
can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi?
I just need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh. Good.
Yeah. Nice.
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
It was Poppy, if I'm not
opened the door.
mistaken.
Poppy came into
Yeah.
my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
Yep.
She insisted
In retrospect,
that we go
not
up to
a nice
Flora's
thing
tower.
to do.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
You performed that
hers?
scientific test immediately.
I mean,
even though
like,
you were
who else would it be?
feeling
But
so upset?
I don't know.
Of course,
Seems like something.
why would
Maybe.
one affect the other?
Interesting.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a
Ooh.
telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It could only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Are we sure about that? Oh, we actually got a check mark. Does that mean we asked the right person about it? Might be. Oh, there's so much to do. So much to do.
Fifi's bedroom should...
Can't wait.
All right, let's go. Lots of information to grab. Ooh, what is this?
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
Take a look. Ooh.
And that's you, Sally.
What? I do not look, do I? Looks like Fitz.
Yep.
Looks
Professor.
like Professor Pointer.
It's a drawing of Penny.
That's gotta be Flora.
Okay, yeah, let's take another another picture of this. Because this looks like something I really gotta take a look at. Come on, baby, you can do it. Cool.
Is that supposed to be me? Why do I look so angry?
That's just the face you make when you're thinking. It does make you wonder, though. When did Fifi draw all this?
It's a bit odd, yeah.
It's Poppy.
What does it all mean?
That's actually
Right?
a pretty good drawing.
Who's that?
Not sure.
Oh, we haven't met them yet. I was like, I'm pretty
It's
sure we know who
Detective
that
Hawkshaw.
is.
Is Fifi...
Maybe. Did you ever try that?
This looks
Like a
interesting.
microscope. A big one.
Can I touch it?
Always.
I'm not sure this is a microscope.
Horizontally slide the 4 magnifying lenses to the correct positions. Are we trying to, like, connect the dots? So what's the goal here? Oh, we have to make a key. This we gotta do?
I guess that's wrong.
The 4 lenses all have different magnification strengths.
Yeah, I got that bit.
So they must each have a specific position along the rail.
That it?
I got it.
Yeah!
I'm impressed. Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
Ooh. Open it! A well-used book resembling a diary. It's locked with a strange metal device. So imagine we have to go and, like, ask people about these. Okay, I imagine that's it. Let's actually go back down to Fifi and talk to her about the diary we just found. Because that seems like
book.
something.
My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Okay. So that's probably not the case. All right, let's keep moving then. Ooh, Freya's room. This is gonna be sad, isn't it?
Freya's plants. They must not need sunlight?
Yeah, it is suspiciously dark here.
That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
Photograph. Small photograph of Freya's abstract painting. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the edges. Yeah, that looks like it's a reference to something, right? Like, this is pointing to specific things. Interesting, interesting. Oh, I forgot about this one. Does that tell me anything? Not yet.
Freya's bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
Fair enough.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either. Drawings.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like 2 people. One of them's holding a red rose.
Ooh. Oh, Fitz and Poppy. But they're not together. Would he give her a rose? Maybe. Drawing of Fifi, drawing of Detective Hawkshaw. So he's holding the rose, not necessarily giving it to her. I think they're friends, so that might be okay. This
It's
box.
a little wooden box for paintbrushes.
To the casual observer. They're not real paintbrushes. Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
Ooh. Arrange the paper to find a clue. So we have to put these in a particular order? Looks like it goes together. That kind of looks like it goes together. Something like that. Yep. Okay, so it's gonna be one of those kind of things. The green on the second one. This shape on the third? What I'm looking at is like there's this orange one. This is presumably the levels, right? So like 1, 2, 3, then 4, I guess. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. This is saying it's a tall one. This is saying it's a short one. So that means it would have to be that, right? I think that's what it's trying to say. Like this is a short one. This is a 1 height one. This is a 3 height one. That means it's either this one or this one. Yeah, because if this one needs to be here, it's short and has the orange thing. That's the only other one with this one, which means that this one has to be here. The only other tall one is this one. This?
There we go.
Ah, finally. Okay, that took way longer than it needed to. It was not a proud moment for me.
Perfect. What was in the box?
Just
What's
a
in the
photograph.
box?
Well, most of a
The other half.
photograph.
Hey, the 3 of them. Okay. Photograph of 2 young girls, one with red hair and the other with green hair. The photo has a large piece missing. It seems to have been ripped off. That looks a lot like this one. Who are these people? The rest of the photos shows Fifi and Freya was hidden in Freya's room. Do we know who that is? Fifi, Freya, and then who's the other friend?
There's something about that pink cassette tape.
Oh,
Something.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
do it. We're learning. Show us the thing. Oh. Oh, I've already asked her about this. Okay. I think we had the option for suspicion.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Ooh. Somebody changed the color of the tape. You used to like those colors. Because if the other girl that was in the photo that was ripped off is Poppy, then she used to like those colors.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
Yep, and we have the torn photo.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay. What am I looking at? Message on the tape, the crack on the tape. I guess the message on the tape? Ooh. And what are we looking here? Blonde girl. Okay, wait. It was found in the room. It was found in Freya's room. Wait, hold up. Older version of, much larger than, found at the crime scene, was replaced by... Crack. Hold on, what am I looking for? What are the options here? Message on the tape. Pink cassette tape. Crack on the tape. That seems to be about it. Pink cassette tape. Okay. Found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette that was found in Freya's room.
The pink cassette tape
That makes
found at
sense?
the crime scene matches the pink cassette player that was found in Freya's room. Almost. Maybe just change one.
Oh, was used by Poppy. Okay, that's gotta be it.
Found at the
Gotta
crime
look through the
scene
options.
Matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
Ooh. Oh, and then we put the, yeah, the other photo. Do it.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends.
Or my
Why'd you
best
tear
friends.
it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Oh, the photo. Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now? Is that true? Or doesn't want to look like that anymore? No, you wouldn't do that if that was the case.
Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now.
Actually, I
You
changed my
sure
mind.
about that?
Not entirely.
Yeah.
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, no, that was the wrong answer.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
How does everything have a crack down the middle? These are the questions we need to be asking. Okay, man, we are... Whoops. I accidentally hit that. Anyway, I guess we'll, let's take a look at just the rest of these rooms. See if there's anything else we can find. And then, yeah, we'll have to start deducing at that point. The workshop.
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's happening?
Well, the paints are right there on
Also,
the back.
I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Wooden carving a man holding a sword. The model has been hand-painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. Yellow, blue, black, and white paints were found nearby. Pufferfish.
Yes, it's also a lamp, for some reason.
It's
A
fun.
hammock. It's...
I would politely describe it as
Lived in.
it's a barometer.
I've never seen a barometer that wasn't broken.
That's true. That's fair.
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Why would you keep that? This looks like
Nice.
something.
A real
how
treasure.
do you know this treasure?
Why else would it be? Plus, there's a treasure map.
Do it.
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
Use the treasure map to discover the combination for the chest's padlock. Okay. So Dragon Tree X Cave. This one has it all on, but is that something we want to do? Because I'm thinking it's like first row, second row, third row. Is there birds? There is birds. But like that doesn't necessarily work out. Oh wait, is it this thing right here? So like H, I don't know, 3J? I think I did this in the opposite order. Oh. North, south, east, west. Oh, wait a minute. It has to do with distance. So like dragons close and to the left, islands far and to the right. Okay, so if we look at say like this to the left, islands far to the right, but no, that doesn't work unless it's tilted some other way. So this to the left, far to the right. Like in theory, this could be the one. Like H6, but then I still don't really know the direction it's facing, maybe? So H6 west?
That's done it.
Ah! Yes! Oh, that took me way too hard.
Neat.
Way too long. Okay. It was not a proud moment for
What
me.
was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
I haven't seen the one on the desk yet. Yes, I have. All resembling a child with green hair, woman with gray hair, red and white beard, broad-shouldered man. Wooden models have been hand-painted. It's not skillfully applied. Pot of red paint and a brush is lying nearby. Ooh, I wonder if that one puzzle where you had to like rearrange them into different. I don't think I have that thing here. Into what I assume was a family tree. This might represent the different people in it.
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale?
Right now, it's just full of milk.
Magic lamp.
It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
If we get really stuck, sure.
Okay, let's talk to him. He looks sad.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
One in the middle with the hot room, with the hot wall.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer/treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Say Fiona? Who's Fiona? We know Fiona? Oh god, these names are just driving me nuts. Okay. Oops. No, I want to talk to you more. Tell me about yesterday.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The
Somebody
murder of Freya
died.
Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right, fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz.
Who went first?
I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
That's really interesting because he mentioned that somebody walked calmly down the stairs first, and then someone else was, and he checked it and it was Poppy. But as far as we know, Poppy was Poppy and Fitz found the body first, and then Poppy left while Fitz was still there. I'm gonna see a tail in a second. There it is. That's fascinating. Okay, that's a clue.
That's all the statements.
All the statements,
Let's
eh?
go over them all.
Yeah. Are we gonna see them all moving and stuff?
That's all the statements. Let's run through them all to see
if anyone's been lying.
Yeah.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the Fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the Fellow Tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
Ooh.
What
I
is?
have two
All the
theories.
statements line up with each other.
They don't just
Quite.
line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Can I do anything about this? Are we just done here? Yeah, so, this guy, already forgot his name. He said he heard steps going down calmly, but nobody really saw him after that. He went to Fitz's room, and then he emerged later, so he could have been lying about that. Hawkshaw is also somebody who was seen kind of in that space, maybe coming down the stairs. She claimed it was from outside, I think. No, No, claimed she was coming down from the library, but that might be a lie as well, because she could have just came down and then people saw her leaving. Yeah, maybe. An idea. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I feel like we made some pretty good progress. I have a lot to consider. I'm going to go over things. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you had a good time. Hope to see you again next time. Have a good day. Bye!